This video is going to be controversial. And yes, I say that local businesses are victims. 95% of the local businesses are victims. And if you're new to this channel, my name is Umar Arshad. I create this free content based out of knowledge, experience, and whatever I have learned in the past few years. I believe that this content will help local business owners expand, scale, and profit, create wealth in this technical era, and not fall behind. And most importantly, this content is being saved for people who want to solve problems, because I think we need more business owners, entrepreneurs. We can't fall behind in this technical ecosystem, and eventually ethical leaders who genuinely care about the society. And if this information helps one person shift his trajectory, I believe that's impact, and that's why I am. Experience is the thing that gives one the conviction to say controversial statements like these in front of world. But I believe I will be completely able to help you understand what I'm trying to say. Part first. If you go to a average local business owner, a brick and mortar location, and ask a business owner about his marketing and advertising, ask the business owner what source gets you the highest quality lead and what source gets you the lowest quality lead. What source has the highest customer acquisition cost and what has the lower acquisition cost. These guys are clueless. Yes, and I've been in this industry for a very long time. These guys are completely clueless. They are guessing, and that is a calamity. As a business owner, as a person who's been helping these businesses, who's been creating an empire, serving people, serving local business owners, these guys, I swear, are clueless about the systems. And I'm talking about 95% of the people. And if you're not in those 95% and you are those 5%, then I'm really, really happy for you that you have already gone through the thing that you were supposed to. So what I was saying is that most business owners are clueless about their systems. But why is that? Because of the marketing incest. And when I say marketing incest, what I mean by that is that, let's say a business owner started his business 30 years ago. Okay? This guy, when he started, he did exactly what his competitors were doing. Right? Because he didn't give a dime about how can I get a customer. He went to the guy down the street and saw, okay, he's distributing letters, cards, whatever, referrals. I must do it. And then slowly and gradually, you got better at it. That means what you were doing 30 years before, 15 years before, 10 years before, now, was a particular strategy, and I assume that was a good strategy. But the fact that it was a strategy that every single one was doing, and I assume that if you're the dominant one in the area, you have gotten better at it. Remember the fact when I say better at it, only better, you are no radically different from every single one else. And let me write that down. It's you're only better, no difference. You are no radically different from all of the other people. That is marketing. It's like saying, okay, it's like staying on the principles of your ancestors, and like every generation coming, if they live on the principles of their fathers and not evolve themselves according to the situation and whatever is happening in the world, in the era, it's like everyone keeps getting dumber and dumber and dumber. Right? So the fact that you got better at doing those things is the testimony of the fact that you are no different from everyone else. And I may assume that you have figured it out to do the best way possible, but I want to tell you the fact that you are no different from every single one else. And then when you are particularly clueless about those systems, those things, those acquisition systems, business owners lose money. Business owners, get upset at things they need not to. And then with time evolving and technology evolving, people get offended by all of this. And it's like business owners then are being preyed on by advertising agencies. And when I say they are victims, here's the exact point. These guys are victims to advertising agencies. And this is controversial. I mean, I'm not against every advertising agency. Everyone is not doing the wrong thing. Everyone is not doing the thing, that's unethical. But the fact that there are advertising agencies selling services at cheaper price is testimony of the fact, is proof of the fact that these guys are doing fulfillment at the lowest cost, and which is costing your business a lot of money. That means you guys are losing table. You guys are leaving a lot of money on the table. And when these guys sell these services at a very cheaper cost, I don't understand the fact. Like, it's like the structure is 1% understanding the CAC and these terminology. It is the structure limited to launching a campaign, and the 99% is still under the curtains. It's like you as a business owner have to figure this out with. You have to see every single thing. You have to create a compelling copy. You have to see what offer can I provide, what can get me direct response. You have to think because it's like there are two different things of any marketing system. It's based on two different things. One is persuasion skills and the other one is media. It's like persuasion skills multiplied in media. And this system is specifically for local business owners. And then that as a business owner, you know everything about how you can sell your product and a service, but you don't know a dime about how I can use this system in a particular set of media to acquire more and more customers. And you guys get preyed on by advertising agencies who don't know any more than what they know about getting a customer and making a sale. So as a business owner, it's your responsibility to understand. And don't you dare tell me this is tough. Don't you dare tell me that, having these mathematical calculations in your systems is tough and you can't do it. As a business owner, you're supposed to do it. And then sit down, do it. Find answers to your questions. You're not supposed to be clueless, because that's a calamity to a business. So it is, first of all, your responsibility to understand all of these things and then protect yourself from being. And I don't care how much the advertising agency charges. Like, it's like the more the advertising agency charges, higher the chances are that these guys are the best in the industry. Because they put money in fulfillment. Their cost is higher because their fulfillment cost is really, really, really high. They are keen to solve your problems efficiently. Don't find the cheapest. Find the guy with the most value. Find the guy with the most efficient system. As a marketer. And you as a business owner have to understand the basic fundamentals behind all of these systems, how these systems work. So 2 or 3 things that I will briefly discuss that you have to keep in mind is, first, the structure. Structure is understanding the terminology. Terminology is like, as I said, CAC, customer acquisition, LTV, lifetime value, understand the CPL, CPC, right? These basic terminologies of running a campaign whenever you are into digital marketing or whatever. And then that you understand the fundamentals of a particular offer. Like, for example, as I said, you have the persuasion skills. As a business owner, you know how to sell your product or service. Use those skills to create a compelling copy. And use all of this together to create a direct response offer. And when I say direct response, in simple words, I mean that's something that you can say in your copy that gets them to respond immediately. Immediately at the moment. Like, you learn how to, present your offers, because you are the one who knows the persuasion, how you persuade your customer to buy your particular product or service. It is up to you. These guys can put their effort at the highest, but if you're not contributing with them, then you're leaving money on the table, 100%, like, no doubt, because I've been in this industry. And as said, these statements might seem controversial, but experience is the thing that gives you the conviction to, say things like these on, national media. So it's like, if you understand these basic things and understand that you guys are being preyed by advertising agencies, and the only reason is marketing incest, you are seeing, it's like pointing finger inwards in your industry and seeing who else is doing what, and then trying to copycat. And then seeing how I can compete against this guy, and this guy. You don't have to look at competition. You just have to go far away from this system and try to position yourself as the one. I am the only one. You guys, for example, if you are a doctor, dentist, you guys are all dentists. I am the only one. I have a business. I have a company. You run clinics, I have a company. It's like how you present yourself. And basis of presenting yourself at the highest level is providing value to the market. And you learn that by learning. You know that by knowing. Delving into the subjects if you really want to grow your business. Right? Have your assistants and managers do the work they're supposed to. Have your managers work in contribution with those agencies that are running your campaigns and social medias. It is important. I mean, it is really important because you're not as a business owner, you're not supposed to be clueless about all these things. You must know the difference between higher CPC and lower CPC. You must know the difference between maximum CAC and minimum CAC. You must know the difference in the discrepancy between price and value. You must understand what supply and demand is. And that is how you create a business. Otherwise, you are just the other guy running a clinic down the street like all of the other people. You got to know these fundamentals. And that will be the thing that will allow you to understand, comprehend, and not fall into the traps, not fall into advertising traps. Because advertising is not limited to running a campaign. Advertising is not limited to, shooting a video and putting that on internet. It is a completely different subject. It is a completely different subject. You got to delve into it. Understand the essence. Order doesn't matter. Essence matters. There are no principles for marketing. You create your principles yourself if you really want to grow your business. These are hard truths that I'm telling you. No one will. No one will go against marketing agencies. And I'm going. I don't care. There will be people who will understand the thing and then do their research at home, do their homework, and then have a meeting with the person. There will be people who will ignore me. Fine. I don't care. All I care about is presenting the right information in front of you people. As a business owner, you're not supposed to be clueless about all these things. To protect yourself from being an advertising victim. And I encourage highly people to get into digital marketing because time is changing. You have to create your brand. You have to position yourself as an authority. Because in coming times, people are going to find, like at a local level, in your area, I swear people are going to find the one that's active on internet, regardless of whatever their offer is. Who's actually been seen on the digital phase. And that is, controversially true. All of you have to understand it. Like delve yourselves and put yourselves into all of these different buckets and find what works for you, what doesn't. Experiment. If you really want to grow your business, if you really want to scale, if you really want to protect yourself from being a victim to these agencies or media buyers or all of these people, you must know all of these things. And I think that's the end of this video. So if this video made you think a little bit different, or you learned something that you didn't know yet, then this video did its job. And most importantly, I am a student myself. I present what I learned, what I have experienced, and whatever I possess, whatever I defy, and whatever aligns with my values. I don't sell any courses. I don't do any of that gimmicky stuff. It's just free information for all of you business owners. Whoever wants to come, learn, apply, see what works and what doesn't, all up to you. Lastly, I want to say, if you want detailed videos on every single of the concept or sub-concept that I discuss in, videos, you can just comment and let me know. I will try to create more compelling videos, detailed videos, so that you understand every single concept in depth. And I will help you to practically apply these things into your businesses. Just if you want, comment down.